on this particular topic, right? So do what you love. Do what you love and fall in love with what you're doing, right? And in the process, what is yours is absolutely beautiful. One of the stories that come to my mind, because I'm a person who believes that story reaches everyone. So as a student, I used to, as a person growing up, I used to read a lot of books. You can say I was a little introverted person, shy. I think I still am. I'm shy and introverted. But over the years, when you do so much of work and your efforts get recognized and you have your own kids, so you feel, okay, I can now, spread the message, what is there. And the books really transform you. People who you associate with. And books are especially, there are somebody's lifelong learning, somebody who's so learned. He's put his all the learnings in a book. And when you just pick it up and read it, and actually read it. Like one book, if you're picking up, read it 2, 3 times to actually learn it. You should not be in a hurry to just finish it. Read it once, then again read it, and again read it, and let it just sink in. And you'll realize that every time you'll read it, you will understand it in a very different way, and it'll soak in inside every cell of your body. That's what you want, right? You want to really transform yourself. Reading books for the sake of reading books should not be there. Read one book, but that book should be like inside your body. You should vibrate, and thus choose your books carefully, what you're reading. And you need not finish the entire book. If you do not resonate with it, stop it. Stop it in between before you waste your time anymore further. Or just sit with an intention that whatever I will read, I will learn something out of it. What is it that I can learn? And that is true for all your experiences during the day. A normal day also, if you sit with an intention that today I will learn something out of this day. Hi, hello, hi, Sharma. Thank you for joining. Out of the normal day, I hope I'm recording, yeah. What is it that I've learned today? And you will think, when you brainstorm, and if you have a pen in your hand and you have a notebook in your hand, when you're brainstorming and thinking, what is it that I learned? And you're your own observer, you must have learned so many things. Resilience, resilience, being patient with yourself, being caring to yourself or to someone else. Anything, a very small thing to a very big thing. Everything counts towards you improving every day. All right, 1 minute, let me put. All right. Okay. So that is about that. And talking about how you really improve and enhance, I was reading about Sri Aurobindo, right? He was also a part of during the freedom struggle, right? He was also associated in the freedom struggle, but he was put into the jail. All right, he was put into the jail, and that's when he felt that he was not able to contribute to the freedom struggle, right? So what he did was he went into he tapped onto his consciousness, and he told himself it doesn't happen to normal people, like ordinary people, normal 99% people, but a learned person such as he started saying that everywhere around me is Krishna. Okay. So the pillow is Krishna, the bed is Krishna, the jail is Krishna, everything around is Krishna. And I am Krishna, and everything around is Krishna. He started feeling that, and slowly, his punishment, his being there, the experience completely transformed. While he was in jail, was he really in jail? He wasn't. His own mind, he was in continuous. Wow, wow, I'm a bhakt of Krishna. Yeah, absolutely. It's a consciousness. It's a consciousness, right? And when he came out, his vibrations were so high. And the same Krishna inside him told him that now you have to move to Pondicherry, right? Something inside him told that you have to move to Pondicherry. And Pondicherry was a French colony and was not something which was under the direct influence of the Britishers, or was in direct part of the freedom struggle. So he went there, and even Gandhiji asked him to, come to Delhi and to contribute to the freedom fight. And that's when he said that I am contributing in my own way by raising my consciousness. By raising my consciousness, I am working towards the freedom struggle that we're doing, the freedom fight that we're doing. And that's when he told, he made an oath, and it's been documented a lot of places, that he said that India will gain independence on the 15th of August, which was his birthday. And initially, if you read, India was supposed to get independent on the 14th of August, but something happened and India got its independence on the 15th of August. It's because the consciousness already knows what's going to happen, and that's what something similar happened. The consciousness knows it. So, abroad, there's so much, they do so much experiments. They do so many experiments. 1 minute. So what they found was, they said, okay, fine. There is this machine that, one of the educational institute had, which said that it's somewhere around 90s that they made that, okay? And they said that, we will find that whenever a situation happens, okay, whenever there are heightened emotions, the machine proved, okay, that the vibrations in the machine increases or decreases, right? So if there is a lot of people fighting and a lot of anger around that machine, the machine showed high frequency waves, all right? Or when there was calmness, it showed us different pattern, all right? And they found that machine, before the it has been documented after that, before the 9/11 actually happened, the 9/11 happened at certain time, and around 12 hours before that, the machine had started showing heightened emotions and variations. Because the consciousness somewhere, and the machine is able to catch it. The consciousness, the atmosphere gets those vibrations, that something going to happen. All right, something going to happen. So that consciousness is inside us also. The machine is able to tap it. All right. And the light detector is also a machine, which is also an experiment, which said that, if the machine is put, that light detector machine is put to the plants, and there are people fighting around it, or you just tell the plant that I'm going to cut you, or you're so horrible, you'll see a different kind of pattern that is shown in the machine at that point in time. It is because somewhere the consciousness of the tree, a living being which cannot speak, also understands. It's something happens in the vibrations of the atmosphere. Somewhere, you get that intuition. And when we say Sri Aurobindo came to know, he realized that on my birthday it will happen, it was an intention, from the place of intention. And if you get your vibration so high, some of us believe in it, some of us do not, but I think we all should endeavor to believe in it, work towards it. The first part is to believe in it. If I don't even believe in it, how will I make it work for me? And in my stride, to my advantage, wherein I will raise my consciousness to such level that I'll be able to predict the outcome of anything that is going to happen before it already happens. Okay, and I have the power in altering the result of what's going to happen in the future. That kind of consciousness is also possible, but it is only a self-work. Work on yourself, work on your vibrations, work on changing your own frequency, right? And when you work on yourself, it's a long journey. It doesn't come very easily, right? It requires a lot of patience. So a very beautiful statement I read somewhere, and I actually documented for you, that said that when you have patience with yourself, that's called confidence. Okay, and that instills confidence when you have patience with yourself. When you have patience in your relationships with your loved ones, that's called love. Okay, when you don't have patience with them is when all the issues happen. When you have patience with your relationships, that's love. And when you have patience with God, that's called faith. I'll repeat it again for everyone. When you have patience with yourself, that's called confidence. When you have patience with your relatives or your loved ones, that's called love. And when you have patience with God, that's called faith. All right. So P is for patience. In the ABCD, when we say A for apple, B for bat, P is for patience. It's a beautiful virtue. And when we have that patience with ourselves, we have the patience of telling us that by changing, patience is anything amazing. Sharma writes, is an amazing positive emotion. Absolutely. It just calms you down. It puts you in a place of gratitude. And what is gratitude actually? Gratitude is a grateful attitude. When you actually, it's made up of two words, grateful attitude. And how do you get that grateful attitude? When you're grateful for the present moment, you're grateful for the past that has already happened, and already grateful for the future that's going to come. So I don't know what is going to happen in the future, but if I'm already grateful, I know I can change, I can alter my reality. And with that, I function and now I perform. Right? So that is wonderful. And when is it that you feel that I cannot have gratitude, or it's very difficult for me to go into that frequency of gratitude? By now, it has been enough documented. The teachers have been speaking. It has been documented in the books also that gratitude is a beautiful virtue. And it is one of the most high frequency vibration words and feelings. When you put yourself in a feeling of gratitude is when you attract good things coming into you. And that actually means that you have a grateful attitude to whatever you have, wherever you are, whatever conditions you are in, right? And the only obstacle here, the only barrier in the path is, what is it? Any problem. The moment a problem comes, we say, how do I have gratitude for this particular problem? I have a problem in hand. And I have to be in a high frequency zone because I know I can raise my consciousness by having a gratitude, by having the emotion of gratitude. But right now I have a problem in hand. So how do I alter this? So again, a very beautiful description that I read somewhere, and it stayed with me, and I would like to share with all of you. Behind every problem, there is a possibility. All right. Behind every problem, there is a possibility. It may happen, it may not happen, right? Behind every problem, there is a possibility. Behind every possibility. So out of the problem, there are so many possibilities, right? When we make a chart and we say, okay, this is the problem and this may happen. Behind every possibility, there is pure bliss. We understand that every possibility is going to give me only and only bliss. All right. And the bliss will happen when? In the present moment. Every bliss will happen only in the present moment. The past is gone. The future is not known. The present moment is absolute bliss. And when I stay in the present moment is my true nature. That is my true nature. So behind every problem, there is a possibility. Behind every possibility, there is pure bliss. Behind every pure bliss is the present moment. And behind every present moment is my true self. All right. So no problem. If your true self is to stay happy and always working towards your higher emotions, you know that there is always a possibility. And for that, I need to have unwavering confidence in my own abilities, on my own self. And knowing that the divine is there inside me, I can raise my consciousness. I take this responsibility. Easier said than done, I totally understand. I totally understand. It is easier said than done, that I need to believe in myself. All right. Now, I need to believe in myself can be changed only in layers, because self-image is one of the issues which comes as a hindrance, right? Self-image, the image that I hold of myself. What do I think of myself? The world has told me, oh, you speak so fast. Okay. The world has told me, oh, you're tall. Or the world has told me that your eyesight is, or I have felt that my eyesight is going bad. And so I've started specs. And so somebody calls me a chashmish. Right. So that's the world's telling me that. All right. Or the till now, I have a perception of myself based on what the others have told me, either by words or by their actions or by their feedback, or my past has told me, situations have told me, people have told me. And thus, I've created an image of myself. And like I always say, we have a habit. The nature is such that we tend to hypnotize ourselves against ourselves. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I am not enough. I'm not intelligent enough. I'm not rich enough. I'm not talented enough. I'm not lucky enough. Okay. I am not enough is the root cause of all the problems. At the basics, right? It has been documented in all the books. If you pick up any book, it will tell you that the root cause is that I'm not good enough. In fact, yesterday we were talking about the Gita. And in fact, even the Gita, when I said that the whole time, Krishna was only telling Arjun that you are good enough. He was only making him realize what he is, what he is capable of. And it is but natural. It happens to all of us. And thus comes the role of community, of coming together, of dedicating, scheduling your time. That, okay, fine, I have 16 waking hours, ideally. Okay, sometimes 16, sometimes 18, 19, when I'm studying, when I'm working towards my goals, when I have something in mind. So in this time, I will dedicate an hour or so towards sharpening my saw. I will sharpen my saw in that 1 hour by being in a community which will talk about virtues of gratitude, virtues of self-love, self-acceptance. I will not let anybody else's opinion come into me. I'm not going to be that dustbin who's going to take anything inside. And if at all I have to be that dustbin, then a dustbin without without the lower part. So whatever is put in, when I pick it up, it's all gone. Right? Nothing is there inside. It's always clear. But how do you pour? You must have heard of this statement which says that, thank you so much, Mishra ji. Thank you so much. You must have heard of this, that, you cannot pour from an empty bowl or empty jug. So you need to keep your cup full. And that happens when you sit in a community. That's the most powerful thing, because this is the intention that we have taken. We have taken this intention wherein I've also come, you've also come. We have taken this intention that we are working towards vibrating at our 100x. And who knows, even infinity x. What is the x that I don't know? But if I vibrate higher, I'm sharpening my saw. And then whatever I do, I know effortlessly magic will happen. And it has happened. People have used it around the world. That is why the power dynamics is such in the world that it is only with few. Somewhere their consciousness, you agree with this, I'm sure you do, that the consciousness that these people have is somewhere higher. They don't get tired, right? They're always, they dress up the most, they network the most. They have the same 24 hours, such as most of us, but they tend to achieve more. 100 crores from 100 crores, making 200 crores is easier, isn't it? The first 100 crores is difficult. And then it's exponential success. But for those who are just starting, the best and the easiest is that you consciously sit together and you take an intention that we all, because in isolation, we've tried it enough. It hasn't worked. But when we sit together, I have an intention that I need to make you realize that your consciousness has to go up, isn't it? And you're sitting with this intention that my consciousness has to go up. And in turn, all of us are working towards raising our collective consciousness. And when that happens, magic happens in everybody's life. All right. And that kind of, I really want you to document, I really want you to think that when you get this heightened consciousness, what is your earning capability? Because most of us, right, when we see success, how do we gauge success? We say, okay, I'm making 5 lakh rupees per month, or I'm making 10 lakh rupees per month, 20 lakh rupees per month, or my CTC in a year, right? Cost to company is say 1 crore a year, whatever, audacious goals. And in front of that goal, which is like so big, am I willing to invest my time, money, effort, and energy towards that 1 hour that I spent with my community, raising our collective consciousness? All right. And someone who you really resonate with, don't leave that. Build it, because it's a muscle, it's a gym wherein you have to go every day. Otherwise, you will again gain back the weight that you just lost, or you will again come back to the mindset that you were earlier in. So you took time, you made an effort, you came into the momentum. All right, we are already around 15 hours plus into this program, right? And you've made a muscle. Now don't let the momentum die. And showing up every day, you feel confident and proud of yourself that I'm at least showing up every day here. At least my intention is good. And be proud of yourself for that. We are so habitual on beating ourselves. The first person we judge is ourselves. The easy target, right? I have done it wrong. I could have done it better. But what about accepting yourself the way you are? And just stop this hypnotism. We know people like Oprah Winfrey. We know people like Tony Robbins. We know people like Michael Jordan. They have documented it. That till such time, they kept saying that I'm not a good communicator, or I'm not good, I'm not born in a good family, or I'm not good in my sports. They couldn't perform well. But the moment they started saying this to themselves, they started changing their self-image, that I am the best basketball player in the world, or I am the best media spokesperson, or I'm the best communicator, like Tony Robbins says to himself every day, then can the other person really argue with you? When you say, I'm this, you are this. The world accepts, right? Perception is reality. How you make the world, how you want the world perceive you. And for that, you need to be convinced who you really are. What's your true nature? And for that, you have to come into a community which keeps you in a continuous loop of understanding that you need to work on yourself. You need to have self-love. You need to upgrade yourself to 100x, say infinity x. And that's when the power of community really comes. All right. So let's, okay, I have a message here. I love reading these messages because I feel that I'm getting perspective from your end also. Okay. And because I also want to learn here, right? Accepting the things as they are. Absolutely. Acceptance is one of the virtues which puts you into the place of gratitude. Because if I accept things how they are, then I know it's a grace of God. And the grace of God puts me into the grateful attitude, which is gratitude. All right. So let's program our subconscious mind in accepting ourselves, right? Let's do subconscious mind programming for self-acceptance, since we're so critical of ourselves, right? So please get ready. And while we're getting ready for that, I want you to let me know if you can hear the music and my voice both. Thank you so much. Put your hands on your heart. We need to do this, right? Putting the hands on the heart is important because it energetically, it just closes the loop and just gives so much self-assurance to ourselves. And our heart is basically a very energetic, the center of our chakras. It needs a lot of assurance. It's like a baby in our whole body. Needs to be told that you're safe, you're protected, you're loved, you're taken care of by nothing else and nobody else but yourself. So take a deep breath and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. And put a smile on your face. Let all the 42 muscles on your face experience that change. Let every neuron in your head and every cell in your body know that you're moving towards your programming. That you're moving towards self-acceptance. Today, for the first time maybe, you're now ready to accept yourself the way you are. It does not matter what is there in the past. It does not matter what you think about yourself. It does not matter what the world thinks about yourself. It does not matter what have been your choices so far. It does not matter how the life has been so far. What matters is that today, in this present moment, we have taken this intention to accept ourselves the way we are. Absolute unconditional love towards the highest in me, by the highest in me. The acceptance of the highest in me by the highest in me, which is the universal divine energy inside me, accepts the entire me, which is me. So if the divine has accepted me, who am I to not accept myself? My existence, every breath that I'm taking, every heartbeat is a proof that the divine accepts me the way I am. In the present moment, the divine accepts me the way I am. And the divine wants me to live. And if the divine wants me to live, and the divine accepts me on this planet at this very moment, who am I to judge myself? Can I promise myself that I will unconditionally love and support myself? Can I promise myself today that from now on, I will be my biggest cheerleader? Can I promise this to myself, that I will love and respect myself exactly the way I am? I don't care what has been my past. I don't care what have been my habits. I don't even care what have been my experiences. I really don't care what others think of me. All I know is that I love and accept myself exactly the way I am. Take a breath and reaffirm this to yourself, that I love and accept myself exactly the way I am. Even though I have judged myself, or maybe the world has judged me, but today I affirm that I love and respect myself exactly the way I am. Take a deep breath and release. And as you listen to this music, feel the Krishna consciousness inside you, or the consciousness that you feel can elevate your very being. Imagine your vibrations increasing. And in this present moment, there is no judgment. In this present moment, there's only love for yourself. In this present moment, there is no judgment and there's only love. In this present moment, there's acceptance of who I am. It does not matter what others have told me about me. It does not matter what I have told myself about me. But from today onwards, I affirm this, that I accept myself exactly the way I am. While you accept yourself exactly the way you are, tell yourself that I love and respect myself exactly the way I am. Let every neuron in your head and every cell in your body know this, that you have made this decision, that you love and respect yourself unconditionally, that you're your own savior, that nothing in this world can shake this firm belief that you love and respect yourself exactly the way you are. Nothing can challenge this firm belief. Amazing. Just rub your hands like this, generate some energy, and put it around your head, your cheeks. Let this message reach every part of your body, even energetically. Congratulations, everyone, for affirming this to yourself, that you love and respect yourself exactly the way you are. No judgment from today onwards, and only acceptance. Thank you so much, Rendraji. Thank you so much. All right. And you are perfect in this moment. You're perfect in this moment, and nobody should tell you this. Release every doubt that you may have about yourself. And in case, even if others have any doubt of yourself, just don't believe in them. Just imagine you're like that empty dustbin. They go, you just open it, and there's no flooring. Their garbage, I'm not going to keep it inside me. I'm absolutely clean and I'm in love with myself. My number one priority is me and my self-love. All right. So let's give blessings. Let's get ready. Put your hands like this. Thank you so much. Yes, even I'm feeling very light. And my inner child is feeling so happy that finally I've accepted myself, right? I'm feeling accepted and loved. May all of us present here find immense acceptance and love for ourselves. May we never rely on the acceptance, admiration, and consent of anyone else except for us. May we be enough for ourselves in every area of our life. Whatever we are, whoever we are, we support ourselves unconditionally. We are right or wrong, we are good or bad, we are progressing or not progressing, we are succeeding or not succeeding. We will forever and ever support ourselves. Tathastu. Thank you, everyone, for giving and receiving blessings. And may this oath never die down. Whatever happens, right? Whatever happens, you have taken this pledge today that you will always be there for you. All right? Never let yourself down on that. So, let me read these messages. I love reading it. Thanks for wonderful learning. Thank you so much, Ramakrishnan-ji. Thank you so much. Removing the negativity. I'm feeling so light. Absolutely. You know, the frequency, if you want to really vibrate high, the moment you accept yourself, and accept the world around you, how they are, how it is, the acceptance. The moment acceptance comes, gratitude comes. When you just accept how things are and everything, In fact, I'll tell you a small game that I started with my child today, right? I noticed that over time, over the period of time as he's growing up, my son, he's getting into the habit of saying, oh no, right? So it happens. It's a reflex, right? So I noticed my child again and again saying, oh no, traffic, oh no, teacher, oh no, school. So we made a rule that whatever will make you say, oh no, or will make you feel, oh no, you have to immediately, within 5 seconds, have to say, how wonderful. And you have to give yourself at least one reason how that, oh no, is how wonderful, right? So if there's traffic, absolutely perspective shift, right? And we laughed and laughed and laughed because when there was traffic, habitual 10-year-old, right? Thank you so much, Kalai. Kiranmai, thank you so much, right? So there was traffic today and he said, oh no, traffic again. And we said, how wonderful. And then we started counting that we are spending more time together. We're listening to the song more on the FM. We're getting to sit in our car more. We're getting time to explore our surroundings. We're getting time to speak about how was the school, how was my work, enjoying the nature, and just being present, being not doing any work. Aren't you happy? The moment you'll go home, you'll have to do your homework and things like that. So the moment you say, oh no, to yourself also, just say how wonderful. Perspective change within 5 seconds. Give yourself no more time except for, apart from these 5 seconds. The moment you say, oh no, how wonderful should come immediately. All right. That's a promise. Absolutely. Traffic gives time to sing songs in car and calculating numbers when you're on the bike. Absolutely. In fact, we did very similar. We shifted our perspective to gratitude. We said, oh no, we counted how wonderful. And then we started saying, thank God we're in the car and we're not on the bike. Right. And then we noticed that there is someone on the cycle who must be thinking that someday I'll buy a bike. And then we started noticing people on the road who are probably walking and must be thinking that someday I'll have a cycle and then probably, a bike and then a car. So we are already in a better position, right? So how can it be, oh no, it's a wonderful feeling. So he said, Mama, I'm never going to say, oh no, because you make me say so many how wonderfuls, right? I need to speak so much after a long day in school. So that's how it is. So with this, we've come to the end of, yeah. What is the question? 3 books that inspire you. Okay, I'll show you my 3 books. They're always with me. One is Guruji, okay? One is Spiritual Anatomy by Daji. And one I'm reading, my spiritual mentor has told me this, okay, Gurudev. So I think high vibration people, I just keep them just next to me. While I just open any random page, I'm telling you, every page is capable of giving me something. And that's how it is. Any book that you pick up, especially these spiritual leaders, I think the people who have taught us so much, who've been spiritually, heightened. You feel that, you pick up any book, it's fine. But when you read about them, how they elevated themselves, you learn so much. And pick up anywhere, just open the book randomly and whatever you will read is meant for you. And that's why I feel that whoever is sitting here today, all 10 of us, there's no coincidence. Nothing happens by coincidence in this universe. You think the sun rises by a coincidence, or a moon comes by a coincidence, or seasons happen coincidentally? Oh, it's coincidental that it's on August and September is going to come. Such a big coincidence. No, everything is so beautifully timed. The nature is so beautifully timed. So we sitting here today is also no coincidence. And thus I invite you to maintain this momentum, right? We've heard about this. What is, in the physics also it says, right? Inertia. So somebody who's moving will continue moving, and somebody who's stagnant will not move at all because of inertia. And now that you've taken the first step, and the first step is the most difficult step, right? The moment you've taken the first step, and now that you're out and about, You need to. I manifested one live event in Raipur. Oh, thank you so much. Amazing. I'm very happy for you, Sharma. Very happy you are actually manifesting a lot. You're a powerful manifester. And all of us, in fact, are powerful manifestors. Somewhere I feel that we are all magicians, right? We are all magicians living in a logical world, living magically, beautifully, right? And that's the aim. And my invitation to all of you present here is to continue your journey from Monday onwards too, for another 14 days. All right. Until unless your mindset shifts, you realize that you can be in this state maximum time of the day. Whenever an oh no moment comes, you can put yourself automatically into a how wonderful state. But I'm telling you, it's easier said than done. It requires a lot of time, money, effort, energy. It requires a lot of reading. And if you're someone who's just starting your journey, hand holding is a must. Don't let the momentum die and join the program. All right. So, any questions, anyone? Any questions regarding this? Because we will be continuing a fresh batch uh, from Monday onwards, right? And I want you all to, so I'll just share. Anyone who would like to share what is your biggest learning today? Can unmute yourself. So this is the link that you can use for the payment for coming on board from Monday onwards, right? It's a small exchange of energy and it just makes you more accountable. All right. It's very tiny money, I'm sure. All right. But it is something which makes you more accountable towards your journey, right? And you get to realize that, yes, since I've paid, I'll be more accountable to my own growth. You'll see that once you join a free workshop, you sometimes turn up, your consciousness, your subconscious will say, "Are free hai." You'll join after, say, half an hour, you'll leave early, you'll have no notebook in your hand, and what is going to be your learning? It's mostly going to be like, watching a movie or just passing time. But when you have paid even 99, even anything, you would have noticed that moment you pay and there is an exchange of energy, your subconscious says it's important. And then the learning happens really nice. The learning becomes exponential. And the aim here is to make you accountable. The aim here is to raise collective vibration. I will continue reading. I will continue, doing my classes. I'm not going to stop because this is my calling. This is my consciousness. But now that you hear, it is opportunity to you to work on your raising your vibrations to a higher level. And people are manifesting such wonderful things. As Sharma mentioned that he's manifested a live event for himself. And so many have experienced, all right? And when you hear so much, you know that success is inevitable, right? It is going to come what may. Any questions, anyone? I paid. Oh, thank you so much, Sharma. Thank you so much. You're the first one for the next batch. You have confirmed your seat. All right. Thank you so much for coming on board from Monday onwards. And for those who would like to proceed ahead and are not able to make a decision right now, come out of the inertia, shake yourself, right? That the momentum is going on. I'm not going to just sit like, I'm not going to just sit, right? I'm going to take action towards my own growth because life is passing by. Every day is happening to you, right? And now that you're here and you have an opportunity to upgrade yourself, to move yourself, to learn something new, to change your mindset, to be fearless in every area of your life. Okay. I don't think you should lose out on this. Okay. So get in touch with me. I have messaged. I request everyone to take the best decision. Thank you so much. I'm putting my number again. You can get in touch with me. You can ping me and let me know that you're coming on board from Monday onwards, we are starting another batch of 14 days miracle manifestation program. And it's absolutely miraculous, right? All of us coming together is a miracle in itself. So I will really look forward to having all of you, all 9, 10 of us who are present here, all of you to continue your journey. I would really like it. I have tried my best to give you unconditionally, and it is just the beginning. It is just the beginning. You'll see the more you will come, and every time it's going to be an absolute unique experience. You know, I get to hear that the same things keep repeating, you know. But for me, I feel I keep it very spontaneous. I keep it very spontaneous. There is, I really want you all, those who will be joining and coming on board with an exchange of energy, to tell me what is it that they would like me to address. And I will be working towards helping you. You know, if you go to a one-on-one consultation like this, when you go to a doctor or when you go to a psychologist or to a healer, they take, it's a huge amount. Even I take a huge amount if I do a one-on-one for someone. I take a huge amount, right? But when it is on a group setting and it is on Zoom, it is a win-win for both. All right, because I don't get to move from my house. I can be in the comfort of my house, and you can be in the comfort of your house and still get the same knowledge and the same shift of energy, the same shift of perspective that you probably are requiring in your every area of your life to become the 100x version of what you can be. Because the possibilities are infinite. I told you, behind every problem, there is a possibility. So if you have a problem today, there is a possibility that this problem may make you grow 100 times, right? So you need to let your subconscious know that I'm taking action around you. I love and respect myself so much that I am taking action towards healing my subconscious, in making my subconscious absolutely rigid and strong. At least this much of favor we should be doing to our subconscious, okay? Let the subconscious know that I am working towards you, that I want you to become absolutely robust, right? And it's not that huge woe. I want you to come on board, all of you, in fact, here. All right. So see you on Monday for all those who would register, and we will get going. We'll keep this momentum going till such time you really, really feel that we need to come up with a more advanced program, because there are many modalities that can be put. But this first step, right? A baby has to be taught A, B, C, D before we start making big sentences. And that's also there. But until unless I'm confident that you can write A, B, C, D now, I'm not going to graduate you into the another class. I can't teach you something that which I know you won't be able to digest. Right now also, I know sometimes I tend to give you more than you digest. I sometimes feel that after I've said, but I come into the flow and I want to give you, right? But I know I can give you something more and more than this. But right now, the position is that you can learn only A, B, C, D. I can't teach you complex sentences and complex words. As a teacher, as a facilitator, I understand those shortcomings of people who are with me. All right. So that's beautiful. So my number is already there. The link is already there. So just ping me. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sharma, for reinforcing this, that I'm giving good value. And that's what I really, really want. I want each one of you to present here should feel that there is great value. All right. So see you, everyone. We are way past our time for today. And I'm really, really hoping that on Monday you all show up and we continue this journey. Bye-bye, everyone. See you. Bye.